Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 3 of season 9 here at Riga FC. I am the custard prophet, this is the Latvian job, and we have done 100% domestic season. Yeah, that's in the books. But can we do 2 back to back? That's what we're trying to do this time round. Right, yeah, we got a long way to go, fine, so let's not bolt our horses to the door, or whatever the expression is. But we are 100% about halfway through the season, so it's pretty good at the minute. We've had some close ones, but we still got that 100% record, and we have got over 100 games now without a domestic loss. Another crazy statistic. We're over 60 games now, won on the trot as well. So yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. Well, I say that it's a lot of fun actually winning lots of games. It's not something I normally do. It's nice, refreshing change. So we've had some transfers, and we're going to have a look at that in a second. We have won some matches. We're going to have a look at that in a second. We've also had our draw in Europe as well, and we'll have a look at that. We're going to be playing Liepaja away today, who. They're 4th in the league, but as you know, they are one of the strongest sides. So where should we start? Let's look at the transfers. Here you go. So you can see on the way out, maybe some surprises here. So we've got rid of 4. Actually, it's 5 players. So top to bottom, goalkeeper. Isajevs, the Latvian goalkeeper, who was basically just a backup. He was very, very poor, but he was just a backup to what we had. He asked to leave, and I thought, well, he's going to another club in Latvia. I think he did anyway. Yeah, he went to Dynamo Riga. I thought that was a pretty good thing. He's never going to make it with us, but he's got a little bit of experience from us. Maybe he can develop a little bit more than he is and be a decent goalkeeper for Dynamo Riga, which it's probably going to help the Latvian team in the long run, having a decent goalkeeper who's had some experience in the Champions League. I know you're probably looking in the next one. Bielefeld has gone for 210,000 to Pexvoll. He asked to leave. Well, he said he didn't think he was good enough at the club. I took the opportunity to get rid of him for a bit of money. We've made a big loss on him, but I don't think it's a bad thing. He did really well for the couple of seasons he was here. These two, you knew these were going. Kristiakok and Tormin both gone out of the club after wanting to leave. They told me they wanted to go. I sold them. I dropped them into the B team. But we have made some replacements. Now, you saw up to here, but we have made some further replacements. And you're going to see this guy, and then you'll see someone you recognise. So, Renis Reynolds, yes, he's come back in, and he's basically there as a backup, like Isajevs was. But the difference is, our on-loan Russian goalkeeper, he's left. His contract was up, we couldn't renew it, so he's gone. And what we have done is broken the club record and signed Abda from Wydad Casablanca for 5.25 million, rising to 6.5 million. Biggest signing we've made, almost double the previous one, which was earlier this season. It's great to have some money, but I think he is an upgrade on from that player. But the important thing is he's ours, and he's only 21. He's worth a load more money already, but he's got some great attributes. So you've got good handling, really good reflexes. So that's going to be nice. Low eccentricity, which we like, but he's got good communication, good aerial reach. The worry is the command of area. That's not great, but other than that, I can't see too many holes in this guy's game. I'm pretty happy with that. He's played 5 games so far and has not conceded a goal, so certainly doing something right. So yeah, we've replaced our goalkeepers, both goalkeepers, with 2 different goalkeepers, which is great. So we are moving onwards and forwards. So let's see how we did in the games. I said it was the Baltic Cup. Is not the Baltic Cup. This was last season. So this is where we were. Last time we beat Spartaks 2-0 away. They're the hardest team in the league at the minute. Then beat Smiltene 6-2. Krolis, Lizunovs, who've been playing great. Popovic and a Tariq hat-trick. That was nice. Then Ventspils at home. Uzlins, Kiadia, Misu, Erglis and Brew. He scored a bunch of penalties. Liepaja at home. Lizunovs, Tariq and Misu. It was not quite as easy as that might have looked. We scored late on and it was 2-1 for a long time then. Away against Auda then, this should have been easier, but Popovic did get the goal and that was enough. Home against Noah, 5-0, a Daf hat-trick, Lissinovs and Vieira. Then moving into June, started that off with a 4-0 victory over Valmiera. They had a player sent off, but it was actually 5-0. Lissinovs with a couple, Brew, Popovic and Erglis. Meta, another 5-0 victory, this time away. Papadaf with a couple and Lissinov hat-trick. RFS away. Oh, this was pretty. Our bitter rivals. Krolis with a couple. You've not seen his name on the score sheet for a little bit. Brew, Lissinovs, Misu and Erglis. Goals are coming from everywhere. Spartaks at home. Another only 1-0 victory. It was an early Brew penalty, but we didn't look in any real trouble there. Smiltene at home. 3-0 victory. Krolis, Brew and Misu. And the last game we played was against Ventspils, 4-0 away victory, great result. Lissinovs with a couple, Krolis with a couple. So we've gone a lot of games without conceding a goal. We're in great form. We're coming up against Liepaja. We should beat them and should beat them comfortably. So let's have a look before we get into that match with our Champions League draw. So we've got a couple of draws here. First one puts us up against Slovan Bratislava. I'm not going to come back for this one because we should win this quite comfortably. They are a 3-star reputation side. And if we look in the second round, we've drawn either TNS, who are going to be spat out, I think, or the Hungarian side, Fevevar. So, yeah, and they are also a 3-star rated side. So I would expect our Riga side to make short work of those two teams. So we might come back for the third round depending on who we come up against, or we might come back for the fourth round if we get there. Or if I come back, there may be the one where I come back in the third round thinking I was going to beat them easily, but we've got a bit of a dodgy second leg to get through. We'll see. But before we get into all that, we're playing Liepaja. And I'd quite like to get past them. We've had a big gap between these two matches. 5 days. Didn't know what to do with ourselves. It was so long. Right, I'm going to sort the team out and then we'll have a chat about who is playing. Right then, we are going to go with. We'll go with this side. We're going Krolis, Lissinovs and Misu as our strikers. Brew, Vieira and Tariq in midfield, and Jamal, Georgescu, Stankus and Yaozems. No, we're not. We're going to go with Mancina instead of Georgescu. Abda in goal, and he has looked very good whenever people have got through. He has stopped them, so hopefully, well, he might not. Hopefully he doesn't get too much to do today, but if he does have a shot at him, hopefully he shows you how good he is. Let's get into it. Well, here we come, folks. We have looked very, very good in most of the games we've played. Fingers crossed we can keep that going. Right, first highlight. I thought it was going to come to us, but just throw it straight to them. But they give it straight back, so that's fine. We're being nice to each other. Messina at the back. Stankus, who surprisingly has the most appearances this season. Jamal into Krolis. Can you find a ball in? Not quite. But again, it's just cleared. They're playing so deep that every time it's cleared, it comes through to us. Misu. It's into Jamal. And it's in Lissinovs, who recently, as you've probably seen, has just picked up where Oldrikis left off. We're not missing him too much. He's even scored a few with his head, but he is a definite handful in the middle there. And you can see it again here. He just makes some space, thwacks it in the goalkeeper's head, and the radiator, well, couldn't keep it out. 1-0. Well, one highlight of one goal. As you can see, we've had the better of the first half. It's not been much in it, but there's been enough in it to make us think we should be able to go on in the second half to win this. 10 shots to us, 4 on target. They're just 3 solitary shots, but you know it only takes 1. Or it takes 2, baby. Or whatever the song is. That a song? Yeah, it is. I can't remember who sung that. Who sung that in the comments? Why can't I remember? Is that? It's from a musical, isn't it? That's probably why I can't remember it. Anyway, let's move on. I'm thinking about that. Is that like Greece? Krollis. And the ball is... Well, it was just punched away from the goalkeeper, Vieira, who is our Patrick Vieira, Brew, who's been great, actually. Great penalty taker. We've got so many good now free kick takers. We are scoring a bunch of free kicks. It's great to see. Tariq is amazing. And Vieira is another one. Jamal, he's got a bit of space. Ball in. Oh, what a save. What a save. You have to applaud that. That was probably one of the best saves I've seen. The goalkeeper had no right to get anywhere near that. Should be 2-0. Right, so I've been playing with the left back at centre back all day. We're going to change that around. We're going to play Georgescu on because he actually is a centre back. Yeah, it's a strange decision. You can see we're not doing much in midfield, so I'm going to bring Kiardio, who is a good player, and Krollis has been disappointing. Popovic, he is the opposite of disappointing, so we'll bring him on. Yauzems is the other one, looking a little tired. And my idea there, we'll bring Kutsa on, who may be leaving actually. Oh, we can't. We'll bring Belovs on. He's now decided he can play on the right side. I know Yauzems is going to get angry at me soon because he wants to play not as a wing back. I must have promised him something. I can't recall. Maybe it was my assistant. I'm concerned. I am genuinely concerned because it is too close, and all it would take with one errant chance. Jamal into Vieira. Jamal around the outside. Oh, and it's Lisanov's over the top. Another chance for us. We know weaker in the air, even with Uldrich is not inside. It's a weird thing. They've had a shot on target. Come on. There we go. It's a 1-0 victory against Liepaja. Not the most exciting game in the world. I think you can probably say we deserved it. We need to do a little better in front of goal. I need to remember to put some chance conversion training in because there's too many games actually. You've seen it with 2 or 3 games which we've just won 1-0 and we've been that dominant in all of them. So we need to make sure if we are ahead, if we're the dominant side, that the scoreline reflects that. But another victory, 69 points on the board. Goal difference is much worse than previously. I'm happy with that. We, as I said, are going to be coming back for the Champions League qualifiers. Not quite sure exactly when, but it's kind of when it makes sense. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new goalkeeper. I'd be very interested to know your thoughts on that, particularly Old Lady Plays. She always has some very, very good suggestions, RE players. So, yeah, I'll be interested in your thoughts on that. But if you have enjoyed the episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.